You ever have a match that just drags on and on because the last two survivors are just waiting each other out, hoping the other one gets caught so they can get the hatch? Me too, and honestly, it seems to be happening a lot more to me lately. Hello everyone, I'm Snoopy Fox, and today I want to talk about the, quote, endgame of Dead by Daylight matches. I don't necessarily mean the endgame collapse either, but I will get onto that later. I'm more speaking when the survivors just will not progress the objective. It happens fairly often when there's 3 or more generators left and only 2 survivors. They give up on ever trying to progress their match and instead start to hide, waiting for each other to be caught. Don't get me wrong, I have nothing against stealth players. Stealth players should still be doing the objective. It's an issue when I, as a killer, wander around the generators for 15 to 20 minutes just to find they've not touched a single one for that entire time. This creates a very boring, very unengaging gameplay. Survivors give up because they can't possibly hope to win, and killers can't find the survivors because they can never find them without any information perks. I wouldn't care so much if this was a one-off, but I'm having this happen to me every other game now. I am starting to dread sacrificing anyone without any information perks because I just do not want to deal with this stalemate, and this is happening a lot in Chaos Shuffle. It's the equivalent of being 3-man slugged, but you can never die, and the 4th is being chased, but you're never able to get anyone up. This game will last indefinitely and everyone involved is having a bad time. I understand the feeling of, well, there's only 2 of us left and we're both on death hook and there's 3 gens to do. But why should the killer be made to stalemate in this situation? They've kicked your ass. Accept the loss and move on, or try your best to run the killer or actually stealth the generators. Part of me also believes the issue is the hatch itself. The hatch offers an escape chance to the last survivor standing. As long as they can find it first. If the killer finds it first and closes it, the last survivor can still escape via the exit gate, though this is RNG dependent itself, and I'll get to this later. I feel like there's a really easy way to fix this. If there's more than 1 survivor left, if the survivors do not progress any objective for X amount of time, to prevent them from just gen tapping and hiding again, reveal the aura of all remaining players to each other left in the trial, killers and survivors. This will trump any blindness or aura hiding too, last until chase is initiated. This will prevent stalemate games where survivors just stop doing anything. They can't just hide in lockers or use distortion to avoid it, and everyone can get into the next match quicker. I do understand this has its own problems, like 3-genning specifically on some maps like Dead Dog Saloon. So just don't have it work in situation where there's only 1 generator left to finish, because survivors at this point have a very real chance to win even if there's only 2 of them left. Or extend the time depending on how many generators remain. The less generators that need finishing, the longer the time becomes before the aura reveal with no objective progression. Another thing we can add on to this is to change the way the hatch works, by removing it completely. This is not my original idea by any means. When 1 survivor is left, either move both players to the shack, if 1 is present, and reset the shack palette. Locations for non-shack maps would be selected specifically for that map. Reset killer powers and survivor health state, from injured to healthy or down to healthy. Killer powers will be reloaded or cooldown reset. I know some killers will be dodgy with this, like Myers, Oni, or anything that has to charge it other than a cooldown. Start a timer much like how the current endgame collapse works, but with the difference of being that if the timer runs out, the survivor escapes. You could also forget the whole teleport into the shack thing and just reveal the auras to each other until chase is initiated, but still have everything else intact. I love this idea as you can even bring back base kit Mori for the last survivor with this. The hatch is no longer an RNG escape or sacrifice, and hopefully it will prevent survivors from hiding with the 2 combined ideas. Because hiding now won't give them much of a chance to escape on its own. They'd still have to interact with the killer to escape, and it would just make the endgame more fun for most people. I get some people do not enjoy being chased aspect of the game, and that's fair. You could just give up. You don't have to engage in the endgame chase. This should also hopefully incentivize killers to stop slugging for 4Ks, as now they don't have to deal with RNG hatch placement robbing them of it. I'm not sure if these are good ideas. I'm just so tired of slogging through stalemate games because survivors wait each other out for the hatch. It's so boring and unengaging, I fall asleep. Does this happen to anyone else? I know this is anecdotal, but damn if I'm not sick of it. What do you think about changing the endgame though? Should the auras be revealed to each other if no game progress is being made? Do you think we should keep the hatch as it is? Am I just a whiny little fox? Let me know in the comments below. That's all from me today. Take care of each other out there, and be safe. Goodbye for now. Whoa. 10 out of 10 DBD gaming, I know, right? Jesus Christ, it's about damn time I found one of you. You can sit on the floor, Sable, honestly. You can sit there while I go find Ada. I know how pussies play because I am one. They're both fucking up here. Hello, Ada. Oh, with that, I'm gonna go take a quick break. I'll be right back.